G'day folks, Jim Lang here from FX Charts with the currency outlook for the Finance News Network for Wednesday the 10th of October. The IMF warning on global growth today weighed on risk assets, and the dollar and the yen both made some gains on safe haven purchases. So they gained a little bit of ground there, and the euro wasn't helped today given the ongoing concerns over both Spain and Greece. We had Angela Merkel in Athens today discussing the next tranche of the bailout package with the Greek Prime Minister. While in Brussels, Mario Draghi was speaking, and he suggested that although Greece is moving in the right direction, it's still got a long way to go to meet the conditions for further assistance. So we've got the euro at 128.80. That's been down to just 128.58. I think it's been the low. So we've had a mild bounce from there, but it still looks pretty heavy. And I think we may see a test of 128, the figure, in the next day or so. Dollar yen, that's a little bit low. The yen made up a bit of ground today, and the yen crosses are correcting. Dollar yen's at 78 and a quarter. Cable's a bit lower, 159.90. That looks heavy. And dollar Swiss is at 94.10, where we've been before over the last couple of days. But momentum actually looks a little bit stronger this time, or we may see a little bit further more dollar strength. The Aussie's chopping around between 101 and 3/4 and 102.40. It's in the middle at the moment, pretty much where Asia saw it yesterday. But given the outlook for Chinese growth and global growth, and the possibility of an RBA rate cut coming up in early November, the upside for the Aussie looks fairly limited at the moment. And the Kiwi, that's trading it around. That's a little bit lower actually. It's at 81 and 3/4, having been up to a session high of 82.35. Today looks pretty much range bound. We're going into the third quarter US profit reporting season. Alcoa have just announced, they kicked things off announcing a 13-cent per share loss, but that was at the top end of expectations and hasn't had any dramatic effect on the S&P futures after hours. So I wouldn't expect that to have too much of a hint of direction going into today's session. But we've got later on, there's not a lot out of Europe, but I think we've got the US Beige Book later on in the day giving an update on the US economy. So that's really about it for the moment. If you do want a more comprehensive outlook on the market, go to the website as usual, www.fxcharts.com.au. And that aside, please just remember that any outlook mentioned here is a personal view only, not intended to be used as trading advice. So that's all for today. Have a very good one, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.